All right, so the gameplay that was shown off, basically behind the scenes, they are now able to show it off. The full-on gameplay thing. This is from the Game Informer stuff there that we just covered in the Let's Talk. So yeah, let's check this out. It's Chapter 5 gameplay. We got about 12 minutes of brand new gameplay. I can't wait to see everything in motion.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Game Informer. I'm your host, Alex Van Aken, and today
there is going to be talking
we're
over
taking
this.
a look at some of this exclusive gameplay footage that we
Shush.
have
Let me hear
from
it.
Resident Evil 4 Remake, Chapter 5.
Like, I want to get the
We're gonna be
vibe off of
seeing,
it.
some
the
church
atmosphere, the vibe.
gameplay, some Ashley gameplay, and some of the cabin fight,
Okay.
as well as just overall fighting Ganado and yeah, trying to stay alive. So
Damn.
we've got about 12 minutes of footage.
Really does
here
look
to show
good.
you today, and I'm joined by Marcus Stewart. How are you, Marcus?
I'm feeling great. I'm happy to be seeing this section again because, as I mentioned in the cover story I wrote, I had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, definitely camera angles have
Absolutely.
been changed up.
So yeah, we are this.
Okay, so man, I really wish they weren't doing commentary over the top of it, so I could actually give a little bit of a thought train myself. But yeah, it definitely looks like they are changing up a lot of the camera angles, maybe the cinematic moments and such. She's like the graphics are 100% just like 10 times better than what they were before, of course, because RE Engine is, it looks that good.
One on the team playing, not us.
Yes. Yes, we did play through this section, everything that you see today. An important disclaimer, Capcom did help out with accommodations for travel. That means like flights, hotel, in association with this cover trip. We didn't have any of those conversations. Like, that's our bosses that handle all that. We kind of just show up and do our job, but it is an important disclaimer. That being said, we are not influenced by that.
Roost, I've secured Baby Eagle.
Copy that. Is she okay?
Affirmative.
Well done, Condor
It's like Codex calls, like Metal Gear Solid.
I'm sending you the coordinates for the extraction point. Make your way there, and don't let anything happen to Baby Eagle.
Copy that.
Just really quick, so this is definitely a big change from him flipping open, stopping the action overall, him flipping open the phone, the video phone that he has, and then them having like that codex call back and forth and all that. This is actually kind of more along the lines of like Dead Space, where it's like Vroop Isaac, da 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 da, and then Isaac is talking back and forth with the people that are the other survivors in the crew and everything. So again, very cool to see that they're trying to keep the the flow the flow of the gameplay going, instead of just pause everything, stop, have the story moment, and then whoop. I'm wondering how they also would have to rework enemy placements and such, because they're going to need to do this kind of in like a safe spot. So then the enemies don't just be like, and they come after you and everything. So it's going to be interesting to see just when they actually put the story moments in there, or if they have to change up, enemy placements, or maybe the amount of time that the talking is happening. Also, like all that stuff has to go into consideration whenever you're going to do like something that is, the action just keeps going like that. So interesting, very interesting. The rain also, my God. So the rain, you're going to be able to fix the rain pretty easily. I would say if we don't see the rain get fixed before like the launch trailer for this, maybe you might want to consider getting it on the PC other than the console, because this rain, you'll be able to fix it. It's a setting that's like they got probably one of the, what was it, anisotropic filtering, I think it is. I might be a little off on the setting, but I know there's one setting, if you switch it to the right setting, then the rain looks huge. If you flip it back, then the rain starts to look more see-through, and it makes it look way more natural. Again, you can see it right there, like half of the screen is rain. So that's definitely something that can be fixed. If not, we can mod it. We can, the modders will come in and fix that pretty quickly. Also, it is just like one of the filters in the game that sets a setting off. They'll probably end up getting it fixed. Just right now, this footage is all pre-recorded stuff, so just keep that in mind.
You see the Hunnigan conversations are in game now, which is nice.
The full-on map.
Yeah,
and
you can kind of
we're,
move around while it's happening.
Yeah, nice shot of the map there. Going to the helicopter extraction point where nothing will go wrong, I'm sure. And so yeah, in the beginning you saw Leon and Ashley.
Okay, you're gonna be able to sell that for
talking
my
about like, hey, we need to
resources.
Get out of here.
All right.
Fun fact, without spoiling, there's a little extra area in that upper deck that you can find if you don't want to just beeline it straight for that ladder. So keep an eye out up there. I found it on my
Okay,
playthrough.
this animation, yeah, this straight up like
yeah,
RPD animation.
Making our way through here.
Pulling the locker back.
Leon being a gentleman, moving that out the way because he's all big and strong.
Spread out.
Okay.
Is my... Oh yeah, they just have their audio really low. This is why I wanted it with no commentary. Just wanted to be able to hear the gameplay.
And yeah, this part was pretty fun to get through. I tried to get through it stealthily the first couple times.
Okay, they already grabbed Ashley, so... So my whole thing about this, geez, I wonder if you can actually shoot the axe out of the air. My whole thing on this is like, I'd much rather this play kind of like The Last of Us, where Ashley becomes a little more of a badass and is like kind of like the Ellie style, where she has like a little pocket knife or something and she's like, get off me, fine. She like stabs him and then and it gives you a second to turn around and be like, bam, shoot that one and then to kick the other guy or whatever the case may be. But it looks like she's just going to get nabbed. That could get very old very quickly. We'll see. Let's see more. Yeah, so you can stab him in the throat. Like, just give that same animation to Ashley also. Noise. Ow. Yep, the box.
So you're going to notice there's going to be a few jumps in the clips here. Again, that's a Capcom thing, so
yeah,
this
fine.
This isn't going to be a straight run-through of the chapter. It's going to jump around at points. But as you can see, the flash grenade still very effective against those tentacled, transformed Ganado. As we enter the cemetery, you get a little bit of a taste of one of the side quests, which is sort of a spin on the cemetery puzzle. As you can see, you can still
I can't see much
shoot
because the rain
birds'
is way too thick.
nests. There's, precious eggs, or I guess
I'm trying to see where he's
chicken
at, but
egg
it's
that's
just
in a
like
bird nest in the tree. Don't ask me how that works.
it should just give
but
us
I mean, in the
commentary
original game,
or
you killed
just giving
snakes
us
and got chicken
gameplay.
eggs, which was always kind of weird.
What you buying?
There he is.
Took care of a request. Well done.
Man himself.
Look at you.
So you can see you're turning in side quests, which is what you're going to be doing.
Signia key.
One has to wonder how he
headdress, SG.
moves with all that heavy equipment in that coat.
The Red 9.
Must
All
be pretty
right.
strong. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball, like Piccolo weighted training gear. He's
Oh
probably
God,
pretty
shut
strong.
up, buddy.
But,
Just
I was
give
thinking
me
he's
the
just, like, into
gameplay
CrossFit.
audio. I don't want to hear
I know.
all your commentary.
we don't know.
He's
a
just
mysterious-
rambling.
Mysterious figure. As you see, we're upgrading our equipment.
Sorry, but
You can upgrade knives now, as mentioned in the cover story, which is nice, which you're going to be needing because they have limited durability.
I just like I said, I just want an infinite knife. I think that's where I'm at with this. I just want to be able to grab a knife and do the whole infinite thing. Wow, he's pulling the clip out and everything. The details on this. Wild dog. So that's what they're calling side quests. I guess they are kind of side quests now that I'm seeing them. I was thinking maybe it might just be like, collectors things. This is very different.
This side quest for you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The dog is hard to find. We are going to show the dog, but
Oh,
the
this
way
is
to find the
great.
Dog will be, I guess, a little bit of a mystery, and also important to note.
So this also feels a lot like Villages, kind of like definitely the kicks are back. I was kind of hoping they would take out so a kick, not bad. German suplex, maybe I wouldn't. Okay, here's what I would say. I wouldn't mind having a German suplex and like a drop kick and this and that stuff if it was more or less like a bonus thing that you unlock, like after for like New Game Plus, you go all crazy with it. But the first playthrough, I'd like to have. I would love to see it to where you are just kind of like really rooted. So then you would have the best of both worlds, where it's like anybody who wants a little more of a down to earth kind of experience, I guess you could say, or whatever. Not so like arcadey, but it's like more of a like a realistic feel to the game. Then you could have that on your first playthrough, and then the second playthrough, it's like, okay, if you spend some points that you got from playing through the campaign on easy mode, like it's like 100 points, you get the German suplex all of a sudden, and then you can unlock that, and then so it's not just getting in the way of like this look and feel that they have going on with the game. I think that'd be a great way of doing that. Wow, this is a lot darker. Yes, this is. I mean, the atmosphere on this is super cool. I like this.
The bloom on
the lighting looks great.
Flashlight and just how dark everything is. Like it just makes especially like interiors like this, if they lift Ashley up to do her thing, get Leon up there. Yeah, it just makes the interiors creepier. Like that. Like the first time that owl made me jump because you just see the glowing eyes in the dark.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, like what is that?
Really?
I will say there were a couple times when I was playing the demo where I was kind of.
She's also reacting to the light when you shine the light in her face. She's whoa, it's the little details like that make such a big difference. What the fuck? That's a big ass dog. Okay, so it is totally. It is the little pea shear day. It's not the 1911. That's fine though. Like that. I'm this close to getting this on PC first, and then maybe picking it up on the PlayStation afterwards. Just on the fact that maybe if I really want to, I could probably do like weapon swaps on this. So if I don't want to use the like the little Matilda I know a lot of people love his pistol like that. I just love the 1911. That's like my gun. And seeing Leon run around with the 1911 where it's like, let's go, like it just looks so much cooler in my book. So okay, you can shoot him in the face to get like I mean the gun is almost there. Just it'd be just a little bit of an extended barrel on it, and then it would probably start looking like my favorite pistol. But
it sounds like you're gonna be shooting medallions outside of just like the village area, and they just sort of like divide them into like batches of 5.
Way more of like listen to that soundtrack too. That's such an early 2000s soundtrack.
Hey, I see you found your missing señorita.
Señorita has a name, Miss Ashley. You are?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Very good questions, unfortunately. Hide, now. Okay. It's game time.
Huh, so Leon, like his voice is a lot more deeper. He's a lot more just like, okay, I'm here and I know what I'm doing. Where in RE2 he was more like, I don't know what the hell's going on, and he's just like this scared boy. Now that he's gone through some shit, now he knows. That's awesome. Character has an arc. That's great. Okay, yeah, the wooden planks just like RPD, so you can patch up the windows and all that. Yeah, that's going to definitely help out this area, because this area, you'd always have, you have Ganados coming through the windows and all that stuff. Oh, the parry looks good. Oh, that parry looks good. No, Bob, and you just, shoot him in the face or punch him in the face or whatever. That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the original because I just felt it was a little, like I said, a little overly corny. This is looking great. This is what I would much rather Resident Evil 4 be. Is this right here? Which again, if you love the original, so be it. It's there. You can see all, and hopefully again too. Like I wouldn't mind having all the little more arcadey feel to it, but I want it on my second playthrough. I want the first playthrough to be like, it just, the more arcadey it feels, the more it kind of takes me out of it. it takes me out of like the immersion of the situation of like, oh, I'm inside this, I'm inside this house and I'm trying to survive and I got all kinds of guys around me. If I can just start suplexing things, I can start breaking the game. That takes me out of it. No, this is really cool. Hell yeah. Putting gemstones in the mask and all that stuff. Nice. But yeah, like second playthrough, maybe like I have all my guns infinite ammoed and all that stuff. I'm just suplexing the shit out of everyone. That's cool. Like in the second playthrough, I just want my first playthrough to be kind of like, let's go, maybe action movie style if you want to say like that, not so like, it's early 2000s arcade feel to it. But yeah, we have all the case stuff that's back. We're setting up. Okay, yeah, storage. You can transfer to storage, and then we have the case. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a charm or two on the bottom of that. All right, so let's go through this without them talking in the background one more time, real quick. Again, Ashley's character model, wow, looks great. Leon also here. I mean, this looks like Leon from the CGI movies where he's, he's seen a lot of stuff. He's gone through the ringer. Now he's a little bit older. He's a little bit wiser. He knows how to deal with the situation. And he's just like, okay, I know how to save you. Let's go. Let's do this thing. So the stealth element that is kicking in right here. So it's, I heard some people say it's like Metal Gear Solid. And, I'm getting that, kind of Solid Snake, Sam Fisher vibe off of it for sure, which is going to be probably super cool. You can attack different areas different ways with all the stealth basics and everything, and then just go full on loud if you need to, as in you can just shoot up everything in sight. Again, this whole like the telephone calls and everything to push out the lore and everything. Yeah. I'm wondering also if she's going to be, because right now she's all like, sorry, I'm in your way. I wonder if she's going to be like, yeah, I got this. By the end of the game, I want to see Ashley be like badass, like for like 2 chapters, maybe you have to really watch out for it. And then after that, it's like, Leon gets in trouble. She comes over, stabs somebody. And then she's like, oh, I can do this. I got this. And then the, character arc starts happening with her also. That'd be really cool to see. We could set her up for being like this really badass character in whatever else they end up doing. So you can see actually a lot of little icons on this map. Decent sized map, different locations and everything. The lake, of course, is here. Quarry, Fish Farm, Church, Village, Chiefs Manor. Yeah, so it's going to be a couple few different puzzles in each of these locations. Of course, it's Resident Evil. You are here, I do believe. That's what that's showing. No, that's your objective. You are here. I know how to read maps. Head for the extraction zone. So we're trying to get to the village to extract. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, you can see all the ladders. And I'm kind of wondering if these are going to turn all blue once you get the area finished out, like like the other Resident Evil maps have done with RE2 and 3 remakes. Same symbols that we're all used to seeing. Opening up the chest, grabbing stuff out. So we're gonna be able to sell stuff to make a little extra cash. What you selling, resources. Yep. So we're gonna be able to make ammos, as you can see there. Traitorous twins should not be allowed to rest in peace for joining that evil cult. Won't anyone destroy the emblems engraved upon their tombstones? Okay, so this is like the little side questy things. Again, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like, go and collect, shoot so many chickens, collect the eggs, and there you go. Then you can turn it into a big old beefy breakfast or something. I don't know. Or you shoot the eggs and you feed them to. Man, that would have been a really cool thing. Like you collect stuff and then like chicken eggs or whatever, give them over to Ashley, and then she has a snack and she levels up or something, like, I don't know, something in there like that. That would have been kind of cool. Again, it's a remake, to go all full on out. Like, why not add extra stuff to it? So rain effects looking pretty good. On the character model, I'm not saying that the rain looks great. I'm saying that like the Yeah, see, okay, so when it's a low light situation, like this over here doesn't look too bad. It's the light reflecting, or the rain reflecting the light, that's what's making it look so thick. Because you see, as soon as you get a little more of a light source happening, the rain looks a little bit thicker. It starts to pop out more. So again, it's just, you'll be able to switch one of the filters in the game to end up fixing that. Because this is thick rain. It's kind of hard to see through where you're going. So we can shoot them in the leg. We can stab them in the neck when they're on the ground. You can shoot them in the face, and they go and they bounce back a little bit. Dodging out of the way of I mean, you're probably going to have the trophy once again on the PlayStation of like shoot the axe that's thrown at you, just like you always had. Yeah, so getting very surrounded by enemies, like the werewolves in Resident Evil Village. And of course, we play Tetris with all of that. Looks like we have the big old Bowie knife and a little bit of a pocket knife. Again, just give one of these to Ashley so she can, kind of to hold out, on her own a little bit. Looks like we can put the scope on there, make it, the bigger one, just like RE2 and 3 remakes. Very cool. Don't mind all that at all. You should have like your R1 button just to be able to throw the flashbang. Again, it just looks so goofy, but yeah, it's the tentacle monsters once again. I'm just like these guys again, the bats and everything else too. Like, it just looks all so goofy with the tentacles, blah, 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 flying around and everything. I don't know. We knew it was coming because of the tentacle monsters in RE3 remake. Like, as soon as I saw those, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna do this shit for RE4 remake if they actually make that game. Lo and behold, here it is. But again, flashbang, you can destroy them. They are part of the original, so yes. Merchant doesn't sound too bad. Okay, so we can buy certain keys. We're going to be buying off from him for $2,000. That is all right. Looks like we're going to be getting a plenty amount of money. Unless this is just kind of like placeholder cash, so they can end up buying a bunch of the weapons and everything. But I mean, look at the price of these guns too. Like we're gonna be making a pretty decent amount of money for all this stuff. That was one of the things with RE4. Also, the original RE4 was like money became a pretty big part of it. So the diamond, a hexagon piece A. I'm guessing that is a puzzle piece. I can't remember now, but definitely keys for doors. We can buy them instead of finding them. Okay, kind of a weird thing, but sure. Let's see here. So we got all the same guns. Again, looks pretty good. Yep, the Red 9, the rocket launcher, recipe for flash grenades, bolts. Okay, so we can end up making, so all the little crafting materials that we're finding, we can end up making, flash grenades and bolts and all that stuff. But we have to buy the recipe for it first. Using money for everything here. I want to skip forward to go, but it's like we keep seeing other things. So knife, the big old Bowie knife, reload speed. Yep. So we're going to be able to upgrade the guns just like we could before. That's all right. That's all right. That's cool. I do believe the 1911 is in the game, but it's a Magnum. I'm pretty sure. Just like it was, but again, I would probably take the 1911 Magnum and just swap out the gun model for his littler, for what is it, Matilda? Again, if I get any names wrong, sorry. I suck at remembering names on stuff. I think I'm getting it right. I've played RE4 a couple times, but yes, Matilda is because RE2 Matilda's this little pea shooter that he has. Again, yep. So we can end up using the Uzi. Let's see here. Is there anything else? video is kind of going a little bit long. Oh, the atmosphere. Again, like the lighting looks so much better. It's not faded like the old school game was. Like OG RE4. Again, that just comes down to the game engine just looking super good. The lighting. Also, it seems like you're going through here. Yeah, because it was like midday roughly. It was like overcast midday when you ran through here before, so everything was lit up, and now it's like it seems like we're going to be doing a lot more at night in this, which is fine. You know, it creates that atmosphere once again that is like, ooh, spooky horror, just survival horror game, or whatever, which is cool. You know, I like that way more. It just makes it feel more like Resident Evil than you know, just some shoot 'em up or whatever. Again, like this, it's, you know, seeing all the pictures on the walls and everything. It's like, who's that? I wonder who that could be. You know, it's like, that's for anybody who hasn't played the original RE4. This is gonna be great because it's gonna just keep them guessing. A lot of this clutter and everything just reminds me so much of RE Village. I'm seeing some similar stuff in the background that they you know, use the assets over again, which is completely fine. Where anybody starts complaining about like this looks like Village, yes, you know. Okay, so doggos that boom into. Oh, this is also later on at night. So we already seen the first one where he was parrying the chainsaw. So you come back to this area and have another shootout here. You know, parrying the chainsaw and then the cow that was over there and all that. And now we have like, you know, demonic freaking wolves coming out of the woodworks. Yeah, just like the amount of tentacles flying around. It just looks goofy. And then it's also a pain in the ass to deal with. So, you know, basically what that's telling me is keep a lot of flashbangs on hand to be able to run through these enemies. Look at the stun lock on that. Jeez, he shot him and he was like 1, 2, 3, 4. And he finally ran up to him and kicked him in the face. So far, it's just a kick. I don't mind that. And again, like I wouldn't mind having all the crazy stuff on the second playthrough, but again, you can't really hear too much of this, but this moment right here where Leon is like in charge now, where he was so scared in RPD, that's again, it's just making me like think that Leon's gonna probably even have more of a character arc in this than he did in the last one, where he's not just like, I'm being taken over by, you know, the parasite. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna fight, let's go, you know. Makes him way cooler of a character. Leon was always my favorite character in the series, and now he's just even better. He's just cooler. Yeah, shotgun seems to be working pretty decent, but also, see, this is one of the things I was kind of hoping they would change with RE4. It's like you're afraid to shoot anybody because there's just going and now you have tentacles flying everywhere, and that to me was always annoying. I will say that. Like I'm not gonna be like, this is the greatest game ever or anything. If I got a criticism of it, I'm gonna say it in this video. I was kind of hoping they would tone that down. Like maybe every once in a while, like every 1 out of every 10 enemies has you know, tentacles all over the place and everything. But it looks like we're gonna have, it's like, you know, if you have 10 enemies, there's like 4 of them that have tentacles that are flying out at you. It's like, again, it's just a slight criticism. Maybe I could even mod it on the PC. Again, it's just making me kind of wonder if maybe the PC version might be the route to go at first, just so I can actually have access to a copy of the game where I can just mod it and do all that stuff. The little chicken down here, the little chicken dude. We got little charms that we can hang off from the case. Okay. I'm also kind of wondering if maybe RE3 Remake had like the coins in there. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we can stack up some coins and have like infinite ammo. Like I'm kind of wondering if the store, like the Resident Evil points store thing that they had for RE3 Remake, if that might come back and we can end up like being, or is it just going to be we walk up to, you know, the weapons case, whatever, and we just start pulling out infinite ammo guns. Again, I'm wondering for like the platinum run and the speed run to see how are we going to do this on the speed run? Is it going to be where we have to reserve ammo? I'm guessing there's probably going to be some infinite ammo guns, though. Or maybe it's like, you know, you like Village, where you upgrade the weapons all the way out through, and then you get infinite ammo in the shop. Like that could very well be a thing that they have in here too. Not sure, but yeah, again, looks wow. Once again, RE4 remake looks so much better than the original, and I can't wait to get hands on with it. You know, Dead Space remake is on that same level too, where it's like, you know, it's just getting all these crazy reviews, and RE4 is going to be the next one. It feels like it's, you know, early 2000s all over again with all these games that are remakes of the originals that are just made in a better engine. Now, I've heard the question pop up already. What about Resident Evil 5 and 6? Do you want 5 and 6, or do you want a new Resident Evil? And that's the big question right now. It's like, what should they spend their time and resources and funding and all that stuff to actually make? Do we want to remake 5, and do we want to remake 6? It's like 6 could probably use, because, you know, the storyline isn't the greatest in 6. It has its moments, but overall it's not the greatest thing ever. So they could probably use to maybe remake 6 and do, you know, just, you know, retell the story of all that stuff. But then again, what I would almost say is don't bother with 5 and 6. Just make the next Resident Evil kind of like what was 6, but then we can also bring in Jill and everything, and so do everything that people didn't like about Resident Evil 6. You know, because at this point, again, RE5 and 6 are kind of just like, you know, there's everybody gets mad when I say this, but it's almost like the retcon. So, you know, RE4 remake, I guarantee there's going to be some stuff in this storyline that is different from the original game, that sets up different events to happen for RE7 and Village. And to me, I'm just like, let's just, okay, we have 4, we know where Leon has been and all that stuff. We don't know much about Claire, so Code Veronica, we could possibly do that one up next. And then just leave 5 and 6 off the table. And let's go with Resident Evil 9, where basically Resident Evil 9 is like 6, where it's brings all this remake cast together, and then they can do like a brand new adventure with all the remake cast and do it, you know, it's like this big hoorah like they were trying to do with 6, but now they have a way better story that they've told. They have a way better cast that they're building up and everything. Just that's what they've been trying to do is make the story even better than the original, which I think they have. I do love the originals, but I think the remakes just kind of flow better, and the storyline is, you know, the plot twists happen so much more cinematic and everything. It's just a case of, you know, it's a product of the times, you know, that type of thing. So, anyways, this video's been going on for a while, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Everything looks good. I can't wait to check it out. If you liked anything that I had to say in this, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, all the YouTubey stuff. I gotta say it's for my numbers. They keep going up, and I thank everyone for tuning in and stopping by and checking everything out. So if you want more Resident Evil content, then you know, be sure to stop by again. I will be live launch night with RE4 remake, and I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of a lore run of all the remake universe stuff leading up to RE4 remake. And also I plan on doing another Quest 2 VR of RE4, another, like, the second half of the game. I made it roughly about halfway through on one stream, so we'll try and do another chunk of the VR stuff. The original Resident Evil 4, if you want to play that, play it in VR. It's so cool. If you have a VR system, you know, all that. But yeah, anyways, that's going to wrap it up. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see ya next time.